Yeah. So today I will start the classes Node.js. So then what is the Node.js and why we need the use of the Node.js? Okay, and why it is different from the React and Angular. I will explain why what is the Node.js and why is the Node.js. You know, people know, everyone know. If you learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript, along with this Angular or React, if you learn this technology, you are become a front-end developer or UI developer. Okay. But along with these courses, if you learn Node.js, you become a full stack developer. So then I already told you what is a full stack means. No, then Node.js become the front end, not front end, it's a back end. Back end. Okay, Node.js back end. So front end plus back end is the full stack. Okay. So if you want to become a full stack developer, so you can first you need to learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and if you learn only these courses, you are the front end developer. Along with these courses, if you learn the Node.js, you will become the full stack. What is that meaning? What is that meaning? So Node.js is the backend. Okay, so before starting the why Node.js is backend technology, why HTML, CS, JavaScript, right, is the front end. How Node.js become in the backend. Generally, JavaScript means who runs the JavaScript? Generally, who runs the JavaScript? Browser. So browser runs the JavaScript. Then browser, generally JavaScript is a client side, it's a front end side only. Then how Node.js become the backend? What is the use of Node.js? Why Node.js becomes backend? Before that, before going to that, I will explain client side architecture. Okay, client side architecture. I will explain. One second, I explain what is the client side architecture. Okay, just a minute. See this image. Okay. This is the client side architecture. For example, for everyone, anyone who can, for example, some persons use the laptops, computers. Some persons use the mobile phones, mobile apps. Okay. For example, anyone open the IRCT website. Let's say IRCT website. They open the IRCT website in the browsers. If in the laptops and computers, we open the Google Chrome or Internet Explorer, and we can search we can open the IRCT website. And also in the iPhone and Android, we open our own browsers, Safari browsers, iOS browsers. We open the website. So we are seeing the information on the front end side. Okay. But that information is getting from the internet, right? So without internet, we cannot open any website. That means whatever we are seeing the website in our mobile phones and laptops, those are coming from the internet. Through the internet, those are coming from the information from the server. Okay. So if you open, for example, I want to know what are the flights between the Chennai to Hyderabad. I want flights information to Chennai to Hyderabad. So for that, you send the request from your phone or laptop. You send the request to the server through the internet. Using the internet, you send one request to the server. So server will take your request. So what it will take? What is your request? You request for I need the information from flights information from Chennai to Hyderabad. So server take your information and it checks in the database. MySQL here the database. So here is the database and the server says we hold database. This data from the server checks the information from database and give the response to the user. Then we will get the response of all the flights in between the Chennai to Hyderabad. So when we open the browser, we sending request to the server. Server takes the data from database and gives back. But server not displaying any page. It give the only response as a HTML or as text, anything. Once we got the response, we are designing that response. We are making a design beautifully and showing the browser. So showing the data in the user interfaces, I mean showing the database beautifully That is all that at the front end side only. For example, you got the response, some dummy text, some information. Taking that information, taking only the data. For example, let's see. I open the IRCC.com. Okay. For example, otherwise anything flights so flights information. Okay. So what we will do is checking the flights from one point to other point, right? We're checking the flights from one point to other point. So all, for example, we are checking the flights. So, for example, Chennai to Hyderabad. Fine. Chennai to, so what are the international domestic? So this information is loading this data only coming from the server. So when we get send the request to the server take the data from the database and give response back to the client. Give response back to the browsers. So browser take the data and show it beautifully, like design by colors, by text, by doing the HTML, by doing the React or Angular. So what is the purpose of the React, Angular, HTML, CS? After getting the data, showing the data into the UA, the user interface, that is the only part of the our HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Angular, React. Those are the front-end technologies. So what are the front-end technologies do? Once we want to send the request to the server or to get the, once we got the data, showing that information in the beautifully. That is the part of the front-end side. But the backend part is, what is the backend part? Whatever request we taking the request and getting the information from database and give the response to the our clients. So this is the backend developers work. Frontend, what is frontend do? Frontend take the data, showing it beautifully in the page. What is the backend do? Whatever request, what is the based on the request, is search the data in the database and give back to the client, browsers. This is the front-end backend. This is the client-side architecture. Generally, JavaScript here only, here front-end side only. In the browser side only, once we got the data, based on this data, using the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React, Angular, we showing the data beautifully in the browser side. So browsers only process the JavaScript. That's why JavaScript is a client-side programming language. But here in our system, Node.js, no, what I'm saying, Node.js, right? So what I'm telling, Node.js, here, sorry. So what I telling, Node.js, Node.js is the backend. But what I tell, but what I'm telling, JavaScript runs only front-end side, right? JavaScript runs on the front-end side only. But now what I'm telling, I'm using Node.js at the backend side. How it possible? Okay, where is this one? So I'm clearly telling that. Clearly, what is the clearly telling? So only JavaScript runs on the browser side only. But now what I'm telling, I'm doing the Node.js, but Node.js is the backend side. Backend side, there is no browsers. But what is the purpose of the JavaScript? I use only to get the data, and show it beautifully. So it is only at the client side, browser side only. Then what is the use of the JavaScript in the backend side? So then I'm telling that Node.js is not the front end. Node.js is the backend side. How? Node.js is JavaScript, but JavaScript is only front end side, but not back end side. How? So what happened is, so for example, if you want to become a front end developer, you want to learn the JavaScript, right? You want to learn the JavaScript, right? If you want to backend developer, like to get the data from database and taking the response, give the response, you need to learn the generally for the backend, you need to generally what you learn Java, PHP, .NET, these are the backend technologies generally. So if you want to full stack previous days, if you want to full stack, you need to along with JavaScript, you need to learn the other programming language. Along with the JavaScript, you need to learn the other programming language. But JavaScript is enough. JavaScript is enough. I want to become backend developer also. How? So then we don't need to learn another programming language. If you learn JavaScript full-fledgedly, you will become a full stack also, right? So if you learn the JavaScript, we can run the backend because backend developer also. But if you learn the Node.js, but your concept is who runs the Node.js, how Node.js runs, right? Now come to the picture. Now tell me the front end side, who runs the JavaScript? At front end side, who runs the JavaScript?
Browser.
Browser. In the browsers, okay, in the browsers, we have the JS engines. Java, for example, we have JS engine, JavaScript engines. Okay, JavaScript engines. I will tell you. Just a minute. So come to the point. Who runs the JavaScript? JavaScript runs by the browsers, right? But browsers have some JS engine. Every browser has some JS engine. Okay. For example, JS engine C. Every browser have JS engine. Okay. This JS engine only runs our JavaScript. Browsers have some JS engine, some engine. Like for example, browser is a program, right? In this program, we have some JS engine. For Chrome, we have the so different. For Chrome, we are using the V8. Okay. So for other one, some Firefox using something. Firefox is something other engine. Okay. For example, let me tell you. See, this is the engine. So Google Chrome and these are Google Chrome and Safari. These have the V8 engines. Firefox has the Monkey engine. Internet Chakra engine. These engines have every browser have these engines. Okay, these engines. These engines runs the JavaScript. Okay, every browser has their own JS engines. These JS engines run the JavaScript. Now finally JavaScript runs by the JS engines, JavaScript engines. Okay. Now if you want to run the JavaScript server side also, what we need to do? We need to take this JavaScript engine and put here. So one developer did that one. One developer found that one. What he did, he take this JavaScript engine from browser to at the server. See at the server, they integrated at the server. They install the JavaScript engine. So now our JavaScript also at the server side, right? Previously, JavaScript engine in the browser side. That's why JavaScript run only at the front end. Now, so what happened after some days? One person code move this JavaScript, taken this JavaScript engine and put in the server side. Now server side also JavaScript runs. That's why we can use the now JavaScript run the client side and the backend side also. Okay. You understand, right? So how JavaScript and the backend side, they take JavaScript engines from front end, from browsers, put the JavaScript engine in the backend. So now the JavaScript engine on the backend side and backend server side runs our JavaScript. Okay. Now, what are the things to at the front end side? Front end side only take the data. So what the things are? So now now you understand. So JavaScript runs at the front end side, back end side. So we don't need the separate program like Java. We don't need. Which is enough. If we run the JavaScript full page, we can do front end and back end also. So JavaScript has client side also, back end side also, right? Now, what will the front end side? Front end side, what is work at front side? What work at front end side? Okay. So only we will do creating user interface, right? Designs. What is the work at backend side? Backend side things, what is backend side? To creating the taking request, right? Searching data in database, right? Searching data in database. API call, creating APIs. Okay. Return the data to clients, right? This is the front end, back end side works. No, and for this one, they create the APIs. So taking response request, sending response, okay, searching database. These are the things done by the backend side. Okay, now Node.js also do only these things. Node.js only do these things, taking the request, sending the response, searching the data in database, return data to the clients. These are done. But at Node.js, we are not creating any user interfaces. We are not creating any HTML designs, CS designs. We don't do that one. The JavaScript engine at backend side have only what things are not at the front end side. You understand what things are not done by the front end side, only those things we can do at the back end side. The JavaScript at the back end side do only these things. So the back end side engine does not do any HTML, CS changes, details, anything. Only front end side you can do. So if you learn that, then know just what you want to learn, how to take the request, how to send the response, how to send the database, how to send the data to the clients. All these things and file systems, something is there, file systems I will explain. What is file systems? Okay, only these things can done by the Node.js. Node.js cannot create any user interfaces. To create the designs, user interfaces, we use the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, Angular. Now you understand, right? This is the why we are using the Node.js, why we need to learn the Node.js. Now you understand that Node.js is a JavaScript server-side program. Okay, Node.js is a program and server-side right within the JavaScript. Okay, JavaScript. Okay, Node.js is JavaScript. Okay. Okay. Now you understand, right? Clearly, till now you clearly understand, right? You people understand, right?
Yes.
Gaurav.
So Narendra.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So to now, if you want to learn Node.js, you need to learn these things. Okay. Now, second step. This is the things. Second step, what we need to do. Now you understand the what and why Node.js. Okay. Now how to run the Node.js. I already told you. So to run the JavaScript, the front end side, what we need, browser. In our system, on the browser. To run the server side, what we need the Node software. Okay, Node software. Node.js. We need the Node.js software. Here, Node.js is the only software. We are learning the Node programming. Node is not a programming language. Okay. See here we are not learning separate programming language. What we are learning JavaScript only, right? We are not learning the separate programming language. We are learning the only how the Node handles the information. Okay. Now, so to run the IL10, so the server side we have JavaScript. So we have the server which holds this JavaScript engine. For that one, we need to install for example, to run these HTML CSS, we need to browsers in the client side. If you run the JavaScript backend side, we need the Node.js. So we need to install Node.js. Okay. After installing the Node.js, we need to check, open the command prompt. Okay. And just check node-v. Then it will give the version of the Node software. So if we have the Node software, so what will do, Node software runs the JavaScript and backend side, right? So Node software have some JavaScript engine that runs our node programming. Okay. No things what we need to think, what we need to do. Okay. Now goes to these things are done by the Node software, not the creating HTML CSS, right? No. Let's go to the again client server architecture. Okay, so you know any website, if you open the website, okay, if you open the website, we are getting the sending the request through the HTTP protocol, right? HTTP protocol. The same way to get the data from the node server using the HTTP only. Okay, HTTP means hypertext transfer protocol. Using this protocol only, we are getting the data. Okay, now let's. So in our system, I install the server. What I install the node server. Now write a sample program in the node. Okay. So what happens? I create a folder node.js in my system. I create a new file like first.js. I created new file. Okay. I created new file first.js. I created one folder in desktop. Okay, in desktop in the training folder, I created node.js folder. Now I give the name node.js folder. You can give any folder name, learning something. So here I create one file first.js. Okay, here I am writing the console.log right. Now, how you run this one? This is not run the front end. If you want to run front end, what you will do? You link this file into the HTML and you can run. But you are running this file in the backend side. This file must be run by the node server. So you open the command prompt or the terminal in the Visual Studio terminal, just write node. This node command only available once we install the node software. Node. And what is the file name? First.js. So now it's whatever this file contains, it's done. So you are calling the node first.js means you are calling the file first.js from the server. Okay, this is server side file. Okay, but the thing is, what are Node.js do? Node.js things, taking the request, sending the response, setting database. So those things we need to understand. So for that one, we have the different types of the modules. Okay, different types of the modules. Now I clearly tell what is the why Node.js, how to run. You need to install the Node software. After that, you get the Node command. After that, you create the one file. Just run with the node and the file name. Okay. No. So we have the different modules. What is meaning of the modules? Modules is a libraries containing some functionalities. Okay. Already already some functionality already they have built in. So we have two types of modules, built-in modules or custom modules means our own module. Custom modules means own created module. So what these modules what type of functionalities these modules do? This type of functions, take an express, sending response. So we have different types of the module in the node. Okay, like HTTP. So different type of the built-in modules. We have different types of the built-in modules. That means already some code is written in that built-in modules. Once we download the Node.js, automatically those are available. We download those are available. So we need to learn what are the HTTP module and file systems module, Express module. So this type, so many modules are there, built-in modules are there. We need to learn each and every module. What is the HTTP module? What is the file system module, Express module? And also how to create our own module. We need to learn these things first. So first we need to learn what are the built-in modules. First we need to learn what are the built-in and how to use them. For example, HTTP module. What is the use of HTTP module? What is the use of FS module? What is the use of Express module? I will explain these things in the tomorrow class. What are the modules and how to use them? Okay. So only if you letting the Node.js means you need to learn how to take the request from the client, how to send the response to the server client, how to create a database, searching the database from the database, file systems, all those things done by the Node.js. to do these things, we need to learn about the modules in the nodes. We have different types of the modules, like HTTP module, file system module, express module. So many modules are there. So we need to learn those modules. First, we need to learn this built-in modules and custom modules. So we need to learn built-in modules one by one. Okay? We'll explain tomorrow class. So we're clear about the Node.js, right? Any doubts? So
Right.
No doubts.
the purpose of the Node.js means if you want to become a full stack developer, okay, I don't want full stack person. I want front end is enough for me. Then these are enough. But I want to be full stack means not only if you want full stack, you don't need to learn Node.js only. You can learn JavaScript, Java, .NET, anything. So you can learn Java or .NET or PHP, Java or .NET or PHP or Node. Any one of these you can learn for the become the backend developer. But front end developer is common for all. So you can learn any one of the Java, .NET, PHP, and Node. But nowadays, whoever have the knowledge of JavaScript, why they are going there is no need to learn the other programming language separately. So you can learn Node.js. That's right. Then you will become the full stack developer. That's it for today class. This is introduction for the Node.js. Okay. That's it for today class. I think everyone clear, right?
Yes, clear.
Thanks.